to advance to Saturday. A storm is coming to Raw tonight. She's the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Her name is Becky Lynch. And tonight she has her work cut out for her. The renewal of a long-time rivalry. Becky Lynch defends against the passionate, emotional, and hungry Bayley. Bayley versus Becky for the Intercontinental Championship live tonight. And Columbus hosts WWE's flagship show for a 23rd time tonight. It's live in the Nationwide Arena. Monday Night Raw on Netflix and presented by Snickers. Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio tonight. Hello again, everybody. Michael Cole, Pat McAfee is off this week. I'm joined by Corey Graves.
What a way to kick off the evening. Raw on Netflix. Mr. Money in the Bank. For all intents and purposes, Seth freaking Rollins may be the most dangerous superstar in WWE right now.
Seth Rollins and company are not making many friends, but they're making a lot of enemies. Take you back to last week, fatal four-way King of the Ring qualifier.
Braun Breaker would shove Jey Uso off of the top rope, but then a domino effect of superstars. Breaker would take out Sami Zayn and be met by Penta soaring through the sky. Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Seth Rollins literally having no issue making enemies, and the hothead LA Knight would return, shove Bronson all the way from the top rope, and punch Jey Uso's ticket to his showdown with Cody tonight.
Yeah, but Friday night on SmackDown, the hothead, as you call him, LA Knight would pay a number of tsunamis in the hands of Bronson Reed. LA Knight is out indefinitely, ladies and gentlemen. A bruised sternum, separated rib cartilage because of the damage by Breaker and Reed Friday night on SmackDown.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. I am a missionary. I am a revolutionary. I am. Columbus, you are sending me mixed signals here. So let me ask you a question. All of you, everyone in this building, what do you want? chanting for CM Punk. The next minute, you're chanting for the OTC. A minute after that, you're barking for the dog. A minute after that, you're singing my song. So it's painfully obvious to me that you have no damn idea what you want, and so I do not care what you want. You don't know what's good for you, so you need people like me, visionaries like me, to tell you what is good for you. Now let's try a little experiment here. Let's try an experiment. Let me see if you can wrap this around your tiny little brains. You see, even the things that you think you want are because of me. Roman Reigns, the OTC. Roman Reigns exists because of me. CM Punk, right? CM Punk says he came back to WWE because you chanted his name. CM Punk is back in WWE because this company wanted to cash in on how much I hate CM Punk. And that's the truth. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. There is no second coming of Cody Rhodes unless I am there to put him on the map. World Heavyweight Championship, I was the first. NXT Championship, I was the first. Those things exist as they are because I built them in my image. I am the creator. I am the prime mover. I am the past. I am the present. And this is the future of this company. And between me and my oracle here, we know a thing or two about revolutions, don't we, Paul? And every revolution faces opposition. And I will deal with that opposition diplomatically until that opposition pushes me and pushes me and pushes me and forces my hand. And that is exactly what happened to L.A. Knight. He stuck his nose in our business, and he got tsunami after tsunami after tsunami for his troubles. And in a few minutes' time, my dog, Ron Breaker, has an opportunity to do the same thing to another person who has been a thorn in our side. spell this out for you, plain and clear. There are a lot of people who think they've got what it takes to exist at the very top. Champions like John Cena and Gunther, or their prospective challengers, CM Punk, Goldberg, or those people left in the King of the Ring, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, the Viper, Randy Orton. But what these men fail to understand, they are all running a race for second place. This is the finish line. This is the end game. It has and always will be Seth freaking Rollins.
Well, Mr. Money in the Bank believes he is the cause and effect just about everything in WWE, and Corey was placed a target clearly on this man. I assure you, Rob, isn't going to take too kindly to being interrupted by Penta, but I don't think Penta cares very much about that. We are in for a banger, Cole. Up next, Penta takes on the unpredictable, badass Braun Breaker. This match is presented by Credit One. It's live on Netflix. Seth Rollins gave Braun Breaker his marching orders. Take out Penta tonight. Penta, one of those superstars who decided to become enemies with Seth Rollins and company. Breaker misses it wildly. Once again, it's Penta now. Needs to keep the pace quick into this match. No doubt about it. Braun Breaker came out of the gate off of the opening bell, hoping to ground the luchador. And Penta's turned the tide very, very quickly. It's been a great start to his WWE career here. He was the Iron Man of the Royal Rumble earlier this year. A nice big spotting on the springboard to Breaker, and Breaker taken down. That's what Penta's got to do. Sticking move. You don't want to get caught in the clutches of a powerhouse Breaker. And Penta in the midsection of Braun Breaker. Got all the wind out of you, no matter how massive your chest is. Breaker looking for respite on the other side of the ring. It's pretty incredible, Corey, after everything Penta's accomplished around the world over the past number of years, that he's right here in the center of the ring at WWE. Exactly where Penta belongs. Now he's going to take to the sky, and Breaker just intercepts him and then drops him on the back of his head. A superhuman closing speed possessed by Braun Breaker. An absolute mutant of an athlete. Got that dog in him, as Seth Rollins likes to say. And you know, what a pick by Rollins and Heyman to bring Breaker along to join this coup, for lack of a better term, that began at WrestleMania. And that sort of decision does not happen by accident. Paul Heyman is always thinking several steps ahead. Heyman clearly realizes Braun Breaker is the future of WWE, and he's still formidable at this. And if you remember back to Breaker's times in NXT, when he was a two-time NXT champion and a tag team champion as well, Paul Heyman went on record while Breaker was in NXT and said that he thought the future of this industry was the man in the ring right now, Braun Breaker. So obviously Heyman's been scouting him for a very long time. Now looking to fight back. Man with zero fear. Oh. Breaker drops it just like that. Sometimes a little fear can go a long way when it comes to self-preservation. You're dealing with someone that's badass. Oh, Breaker, what a backbreaker. Here's the cover on Penta. Penta kicks it too.
And if they do harness that, this group is going to be pretty impossible.
I would say beyond harnessing, I think Heyman and Rollins already done a great job of weaponizing it.
Oh, there's that 23 mile per hour speed of Breaker as he runs the ropes and drops Penta with a vicious clothesline.
Wicked grin creeping across the face of the Oracle of Seth Freaking Rollins.
Since his first day here, he's been trying to keep up with me. You're never gonna beat me. Never.
And that might be the scariest thing about Braun Breaker these days is the confidence. Seth Rollins has instilled even more. Paul Heyman's instilled even deeper confidence in this, for all intents and purposes, rookie in Braun Breaker.
Indeed, and Braun Breaker now happy this way with Penta. He's always been a very confident individual. Coming out of his days of so much success at NXT, but again, last couple of months, more confident than I've ever seen him before. And now just torturing Penta.
Breaker's done a fantastic job to this point of keeping Penta grounded.
Think about Breaker too. He has all the tools, right?
I think they agree.
Intense and powerful, authentic as can be.
Case in point, Penta is used to having a distinct speed advantage over most of his opponents. Oh, probably not the case when it comes to Breaker tonight.
And right hand drops Penta to the apron. Referee Eddie Orengo working this matchup. First one of the night here on what should be a stellar night on Monday Night Raw. King and Queen of the Ring semi-final matchup to see who goes to Night of Champions Saturday. Of course, Becky and Bayley meet for the Intercontinental title. Oh, wow! And Lana sends Breaker across the ring. And now Penta's got Braun Breaker reeling.
What Braun Breaker was trying to avoid, allowing Penta to build up momentum, pick up speed. Series of kicks takes down Braun.
Oh, Penta with a big kick to the face.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no.
Legend. Anger Breaker momentarily, but Penta sends him over the top rope. Now Penta going to launch himself into Breaker. He got caught. Braun Breaker catching Penta, well, momentarily at least. Breaker into the post.
Penta bought himself a few valuable seconds to recover. As Braun went face first into the steel. Now what is Penta cooking up?
Penta the high flyer. Buys himself some time, knocking Breaker down outside the ring. Penta's going to fly. Penta over the top, drop heel. Down goes Breaker. Penta takes out Breaker, who may have hurt himself. Tremendous action live on Netflix. Breaker and Penta are down, ladies and gentlemen, behind our announce table because of what just happened moments ago. Braun Breaker with this patented move. First it was this Corey.
Breaker followed up immediately with an epic clothesline from the apron over our announce table, taking everything out, including himself. And I don't know if the camera's picking up. Breaker was favoring his knee for a moment.
And Penta continues to favor the right knee that we believe he hurt when he delivered the token on heel a little tail. And Breaker mounted off to you, Corey. I would stay over the barricade if I were you.
Retired.
So I said, I'd go over the barricade if I were you.
All athletics. Look at Breaker now stomping a hole in the solar plexus of Penta. I'm surprised Penta's even able to make it to a vertical base at this juncture. Oh, and he's still going to fight.
Move right to the face and Penta fighting back. That's the thing about Penta. Never say die attitude. Looked like he might have been going for the Mexican destroyer there, Corey. And Breaker with the shot and drop knees into the already injured ribs. Cover on Penta. Kick out at 2.
The core of the rib cage of Penta is taking a beating tonight in this one after being dropped across the top of the ring post. And then some. Take a look at the raw power of Braun Breaker. Double knees to the body. Credit to Penta for surviving that one.
And Breaker now dominating Penta yet again. Our announce table is an absolute car wreck.
It'll be a record time.
And Penta now, what we're trying to do here.
Breaker with his massive arms. Squeeze the cranium of the luchador. Much to the delight of Paul Heyman on the outside.
Penta somehow trying to fight out of this predicament. Breaker just continues to wear Penta down.
to hanging tough in this one. And then out the arm to Breaker. Penta gets some space.
Pick up the pace, kick to the hamstring. Breaker's down. Penta now. That swing leg drives Breaker face first into the mat. Penta's fired up. Penta still favoring the right leg. Wonder how that may factor into this matchup. That's the bruised ribs. Oh, look at Penta. Uh-oh. And able to pull through. And Penta by suplex. Ridge hooks the leg. Breaker kicks out. Penta was going for a backstabber moments ago, and Breaker was able to put the brakes on.
And that could be a result of the damage and the attacks to the core of Penta. Doesn't have as much strength as usual.
And Penta says he's ready to go. Could be ready to put Braun Breaker away. Penta calling for the Mexican Destroyer. Braun Breaker, though, plays defense momentarily. Kick to the face by Penta. Breaker! Incredible! Oh! Rolled through into a high knee.
Here we go.
McAfee calls this Frankenstein. Cover for the win. Hook of the leg. Kick out by Penta and two. What a match. Heyman thought that was it. Penta able to stay at it.
Take another look at the superhuman athletic ability of Braun Breaker, the Frankensteiner, taking Penta halfway across the square circle, but Penta somehow able to summon the will to kick out.
13,433 in attendance tonight in the Nationwide Arena, Columbus, Ohio. Breaker, Penta, first matchup of the night. It's been a great one. And now Braun Breaker, they're set up for the spear, intercepted by Penta. Penta caught again by Breaker. Military press, counter by Penta into the DDT.
Will this not be the charm?
Mexican Destroyer, covered by Penta for the win. Massive win. Kick out by Breaker at 2.5.
That has got to be disheartening for Penta. When you land your heaviest artillery, and it was heavy, spectacular Mexican Destroyer, right on the crown of Breaker's skull, and Braun kicks out.
It was the third time Penta attempted to go for the Mexican Destroyer in the matchup. Was able to hit Breaker in the kick out, but Penta's got to keep his foot on the gas here.
How much gas does Penta have left in the tank?
How much gas does Breaker have left in the tank?
And they're thinking about the Penta driver.
Breaker, though, standing switch. Penta lands at his feet. Kick off Breaker again. Breaker misses wildly. Penta springs. Oh! And a spear! A spear! Out of midair! Breaker broke Penta in half!
Damn.
All I can say is, wow. Just wow.
Absolutely incredible.
Great matchup, great performance by Penta, but in the end, Braun Breaker, the unpredictable badass, lives up to his name. This is absolutely insane.
Look at this. Penta went to take it to the skies, and Braun Breaker nearly cut Penta clean in half. Look at this again. I think the officials would have counted to about 15 after this. A epic spear right to the ribs. And a massive W for Braun Breaker and company.
And meanwhile, speaking of company, Seth Rollins has made his way down the ringside along with Bronson Reed to congratulate and celebrate
understand that Liv Morgan is going to miss several months of action as a result.
Exactly. Let's talk about the tag titles. Oh, Nick, let me call you back. I am she's now dealing under a judgment to get bit by the injury. Who's that? Dom. What, did he strain his mustache? Look, I've seen the paperwork. It's legitimate. Unfortunately, the match of Night of Champions is all I have to postpone. Dude, he's ducking me. You know what? I'm going to go make sure it's urgent. Trust me. You're first in line. When he is ready to go, the match is yours. All right, I'll be waiting. Thank you.
I can do what they did. Go on. These champions dropping like flies. Say, really?
We actually wanted to come and talk to you about this new idea for a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Because
Photo shoot?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about a match.
Oh, my gosh!
Next week. No, for those tag team titles.
Against Finn Balor and Jay Uso. You want to know why I want to talk about it?
No, because it.
No,
Don't you say it is. No,
say it!
Thanks for dropping by.
You're so bold!
Yes, I am. Yes, maybe can I treat my mates?
The New Day! The New Day going to defend their tag titles next week against the Judgment Day. Meanwhile, earlier today, I had the opportunity to sit down with Goldberg and talk to him about his match with Gunther 2 weeks from Saturday and Saturday night's main event. That exclusive interview is live next on Netflix. Well, WWE takes over Atlanta this July with Saturday night's main event and Evolution State Farm Arena. Individual event pre-sale tickets are available now using the code WWE 2025. Tickets on sale to the public this Wednesday at 10 a.m. only at Ticketmaster.com. Well, our main event tonight on Monday Night Raw is to determine who will face Randy Orton Saturday at Night of Champions in the King of the Ring finals. It could be this man, main event Jey Uso, the former world champion, takes on his friend Cody Rhodes live on our main event.
Go lay down.
Tonight. And again, remember the winner of King of the Ring heads to SummerSlam to take on the champion of their respective brands. Jey Uso happened to win. It could be Gunther or it could be Goldberg. Earlier today, I had the opportunity to sit down with Goldberg for about 40 minutes for an interview that covered a wide variety of topics, including why he wants Gunther 2 weeks from Saturday night's main event. Bill, you made it very clear that you would seek revenge against Gunther after what he said about you and your family at Bad Blood last year. It appears that revenge is going to come 2 weeks from Saturday in Atlanta on NBC as part of Saturday night's main event. What is it about Gunther that puts you in this type of mood?
First and foremost, did you expect anything less of me? Did you think there was any way I was going to let that slide?
Zero.
Exactly. I take my family to a WWE event as a bystander, as a fan, trying to relax, no stress, don't have to worry about who I'm wrestling that night, don't have to worry about anything. Just gotta go have fun. And I step into a verbal assault from Gunther. The lack of respect from him that I saw that night was pretty unbelievable. It was astonishing to me. Did he embarrass me in front of my wife? Absolutely. Did he embarrass me in front of my son? No question. Did he embarrass me in front of my fans and my adopted hometown of Atlanta? 100%. So there was absolutely no way I was going to let him get away with it. I didn't know when, I didn't know where I was going to seek my revenge and introduce him to who Goldberg really is, whether it's a 58-year-old man or a 28-year-old man. I don't care if I've got 1 foot in the grave. Nobody's ever going to talk to me like that and get away with it. So yeah, he embarrassed me in front of my family. And so as I'm vying for my retirement match and wondering who my opponent's going to be, thought it was quite serendipitous that he stepped up and pretty much put himself into that spot. I think it was a logical choice, because he ain't getting away with it. As long as I'm breathing, and as long as I can step foot into that ring, I am going to make him pay. Michael, I am going to beat the out of Gunther Saturday night's main event.
It was a very emotional Goldberg in this interview. Now, when it was over, I asked Bill, I said, is this definitive? Your retirement match, your final match in professional wrestling? He looked me in the eye and he says, yes, it is. Then I said, what happens if you win the World Heavyweight Championship? Goldberg says, interesting dilemma, isn't it? It sure is, and you can guarantee that the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General Gunther, wants to make sure it's the last time the WWE Universe ever sees Goldberg as Gunther defends his gold against the man, the WWE Hall of Famer, Goldberg.
I miss Liv too. We all know Liv. We all know she wouldn't want us sitting around here sulking all day, okay? So come on, let's fire up. Dom, you're still Intercontinental Champion, okay? So once you get cleared by medical, you're going to show AJ Styles exactly why they call you Dirty Dom. Roxy, you face Jade Cargill tonight. When you beat her, you're going to go on to become the Queen of the Ring. JD, me and you next week, we're going to bring the tag team titles home to the clubhouse, all right? And speaking of tag team titles, Raquel, you are the women's tag team champions, okay? So chin up, everyone. We're good.
Yeah, but what about Pierce and Nick? They still haven't made a decision on whether or not we're these women's tag team champions.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when it comes, okay? But sitting around here complaining all day is not going to help
You
anyone.
said? What did you just say? No. What did you just say? Say something.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's it. Exactly. That's what we need. Get fired up. That's the enforcer I know. You can't just let Rhea Ripley walk all over you like she did last week. We need you as the enforcer. And the enforcer we know will go out there and make her pay for what she done last week.
You're right. Yeah. We'll take care of Rhea.
Go on, yes, Smashers. I still miss my way even.
Everything's gonna be okay.
You don't. She's got a match now. Tonight? Good luck.
Thank you.
Hey, now, how about FaceTime? Have a little sympathy. It's a treat for those of us on Monday Night Raw to have the opportunity to see the powerful Jade Cargill in action. Semi-finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Who beats Asuka in the final Saturday? Jade, Roxanne, one-on-one live on Netflix. You know, the What's Your Story podcast is hosted by WWE icon Steph McMahon, with new episodes debuting every other week. This week's guest, WWE President Nick Khan. Download What's Your Story with Stephanie McMahon on all audio platforms and watch on WWE YouTube.
Jen, a second. Look, I just want to really wish you good luck tonight. I'm sorry for being a bit weird last week. Nobody knows more than I do how much you've earned this title shot.
Yeah, you don't say. I didn't know that I needed your permission to get title
Oh, come on,
opportunities
you know that's
anymore.
what
I mean,
I'm talking
it's
about.
like they're gonna Okay, I'm sorry. Look, this title match has been on my mind all week. It means a lot to me, but I promise, when I beat Becky tonight, you're first in line, okay?
Okay, I just want to make sure we're cool.
We're cool.
Okay.
Okay, it's all good.
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Bailey Alana Moran, she takes on Becky for the Intercontinental title later on tonight. Meanwhile, Roxanne Perez, the Prodigy, looks to continue what's been a wild 2025, and she takes on Jade Cargill from Friday Night SmackDown. It's the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. The winner heads to Saturday, Night of Champions versus Asuka. Of course, that's a special start time of 8 o'clock local in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It'll be 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Pacific here in the States. So if you're Roxanne Perez, what do you need to do to knock off the powerful Jade Cargill tonight, Corey? As I said a few minutes ago, Roxanne Perez possesses skills and wisdom beyond her years in this game. Roxanne needs to stick with what brought her to the dance. She needs to utilize her technique and her knowledge of this business and stay the hell away from the power of Jade Cargill. Yeah, there's so much on the line. If you win the Queen of the Ring tournament, you get an opportunity at the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam. What happened last year, Nia Jax with the 2024 Queen of the Ring went on to SummerSlam to beat Bailey to win the WWE title. Speaking of Nia Jax, she actually knocked off Jade in this tournament last year for a disqualification. I'm sure Jade Cargill is using that as fuel. You superstars do it as well. Anytime you tell Jade she can't do something, she will do it just to prove you wrong. Roxanne Perez knocked off Kairi Sane, Rhea Ripley, and Liv Morgan. Fatal four-way to advance to this match tonight. Roxanne hit the one now on Jade Cargill. Is this wise strategy? It may be if Roxanne is looking to tire out Cargill, really test the gas tank of Cargill, so to speak. But Roxanne has to be fully aware of the game-changing power of Jade. Case in point, Jade Cargill slings Roxanne into the corner. Jade knocked off Leech and Nia and Piper in a fatal four-way on SmackDown to advance to the semifinals. There again, the power of Jade Cargill. This is what Jade needs to do. Just stick with her wheelhouse. What works for her, the power game. You do it as well. Roxanne was looking for a sunset flip, but again overpowered by Jade Cargill, two-time women's tag team champion. The thing about Cargill, Corey, she's never competed for a singles championship in her career. Got the opportunity if she wins Queen of the Ring. And I think that sort of earns Jade Cargill. She looks to fulfill the prophecy that she set for herself. Jade feels that she's already the uncrowned Queen of the Ring, whether the tournament's going on or not. And again, this cat and mouse game continues between Roxanne and Jade. Perez looking to use her quickness. And Jade Cargill again. That pop-up face first goes Perez. And power game obviously in Cargill's corner. I think Roxanne didn't want to go back to the cat and mouse game. Perez possesses the next level in-ring IQ and a proud pupil of the two-time WWE Hall of Famer, my partner on Tuesday nights on NXT, Booker T. And Roxanne, a little payback by Jade with that slap that time, and Roxanne now hanging Jade up on the second rope, and Perez with an opportunity. Up and around we go, but Cargill able to put the brakes on. Oh, a backbreaker knee right to the spine of Perez. Cargill, an incredible athlete, boatload of charisma. She's extremely confident. Said at one point that she's obsessed with all this, winning a WWE Raw. And if I had to poke a hole in the game of Jade Cargill, she does tend to get a little overconfident, like she is right now, but that could just get under the skin of Roxanne Perez. Well, we'll see how Roxanne reacts to this. Roxanne, a former two-time NXT Women's champion, and Perez going to slowly buy some time and roll out of the ring. Cargill again in pursuit. Perez is trying to lure Jade in, and she did just that. Cargill just averted disaster there, and she caught Perez with an elbow to the mouth. The acquisition of Asuka keeping a close eye on this. Look at the power of Jade Cargill. Yeah, just to carry Perez on her shoulders up the steps. Perez slides underneath it. That's a smart move. Went for the back of the leg, dropped Jade on the steps, and out. A drop kick to the knee of Cargill into the steel. Roxanne's taking over. And we are back as Roxanne
Perez delivers an uppercut. Jade Cargill is in trouble as Roxanne Perez is focused on the injured leg of Cargill. And Perez has been great offense so far, and now Cargill looking to use her power.
Obviously, the adrenaline beginning to flow. Jay able to post up for her leg for a moment.
Yeah, back to the injured leg. Perez has been incredible in her strategy here. Saw her do this to Rhea Ripley a few weeks back, and out of Cargill tonight. Then that running uppercut to the back of the neck by Perez. Roxanne, nice springboard moonsault. Cover now for the win. Is it enough? Cargill kicks out at 2. Again, the winner will face Asuka. The final is the Queen of the Ring tournament, Saturday, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Night of Champions. And Perez doing an outstanding job here.
Roxanne just needs to do her best to keep her cool, not get frustrated, not make any mistakes, because she is in complete control of Jade Cargill. As we take another look at this picture perfect double jump springboard moonsault, nearly ended it in favor of Perez.
13,433 tonight in Nationwide Arena. The thing about Roxanne, too, and you mentioned earlier, she's so young, still so much of a career ahead of her, but she acts like a veteran.
Because Roxanne possesses the skill set of a veteran.
Again, you mentioned earlier, trained by the Great Hall of Famer, Booker T. Oh. Again, that bad leg seemed to be given out. Perez now trying to lock in a sleeper here on Cargill.
It's in completely, but it's in enough.
Yeah, Cargill down on one knee now. Perez trying to...
And again, we talked about how Roxanne was attacking the leg. Obviously, Jade having trouble maintaining a vertical base, keeping her legs underneath her.
Able to create the separation, though, driving Perez into the corner as Jade collapses to the back. Roxanne may have an opening here.
Roxanne Perez perched on the top turnbuckle.
And Perez... Oh, Cargill! Absolutely incredible! Picking Perez out of the air. Fadeaway slam that would make Hall of Famer JBL proud. And it kept one bad leg and all. Not sure how wise that was.
An instinctive reaction.
Jade, though, starting to build momentum. Takes out Perez and another one by Jade. And here comes Jade Cargill. Big boot to Perez off the ropes. And Jade with a spine buster. And Jade fired up here tonight. I mean, like I said, very competitive Roxanne Perez.
Cargill now stalking down Perez.
That was different. That'll play my games as she slams Perez to the back. Cover now by Jade. Hooks both legs. Roxanne able to kick out.
And again, we mentioned it earlier. I mentioned that Jade has a tendency to get a little overconfident, as we just saw. Had she gone straight into the cover, had she not taken that extra second for the extracurricular activities, this one could be over.
And Roxanne put up a hell of a fight here tonight.
Roxanne's tenacious.
A massive star in this business.
Oh, wow! Albeit a toothless one.
A kick by Cargill, and this could be the beginning of the end.
There it is!
Oh, Perez goes through. What a counter! Bridging counter! Cargill at 2. What a counter by Roxanne. Jade went for the big boot. Perez caught her with one of her own.
Roxanne showing her technical wizardry inside the ring. Here comes Perez.
And caught by Cargill. Down goes Jade Cargill. Roxanne with an opportunity. Kick right to the back of the neck. Cover on Cargill to advance to Night of Champions. Cargill kicks it 2.
Don't panic, Roxanne.
Roxanne's got Jade down. She's got Jade hurt in trouble. What an opportunity for Perez here
It
tonight.
can be so disheartening for a competitor, though, when you hit your best shot and then some, and they still keep kicking out.
Now Perez talking trash to
Get out from over there now.
Roxanne's spending a little too much valuable time.
Cargill with a right hand. I think that just tipped Cargill off. Kick by Perez now looking for pop rocks. And not able to connect. Oh, just barely got her. I don't think she got enough of her, but maybe just enough. And Cargill now lifting Perez up. Down goes Perez. Cargill, again trying to put Perez in position. She does now. Oh, face first Perez off of Jade. Cover now for the win by Cargill. She's going to face Asuka at Night of Champions.
Roxanne Perez here on Monday Night Raw. No doubt about it. Credit to Perez. She made Jade Cargill earn this victory, but Jade escapes with the W and entry into the Queen of the Ring final, where the Empress of Tomorrow awaits. That could be a career.
Get out from over there.
WWE. Take another look at this.
You're not going to listen anymore. Right back in your crate.
Delivering a powerbomb and then realizing she needed a little insurance. Roxanne Perez, congratulations, you have been jaded.
So now the mask is set for Night of Champions. 8 o'clock local, 1 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 o'clock on the West Coast this coming Saturday. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
And another test awaits this Cargill come Saturday. The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. There is history between these tag team ranks. Now they go one-on-one in the Queen of the Ring tournament finals on Saturday. And that's going to be a heck of a matchup come Saturday. Early pick, Asuka or Cargill. It's too close to tell at this point. I have never in my life bet against Asuka, but with the performance we just saw at Jade Cargill, Jade may prove a lot of people wrong. Next week, when we get to Monday Night Raw, we'll have a new Queen of the Ring, we'll have a new King of the Ring as well. Monday Night Raw, very special start time live from Pittsburgh next Monday night on Netflix. 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock on the West Coast here in the United States. Monday Night Raw, special start time next week. Who will be King of the Ring when we come to Pittsburgh next week? Well, our main event tonight could be Cody Rhodes, could be Jey Uso. We're going to find out tonight.
Cody is a man on a mission, desperate to win the crown. And the other semifinalist has arrived. Jey Uso. You don't even have to say nothing, Noose. Because me and you been in the trenches. From fighting my family to winning tag team gold to finishing off stories at WrestleMania. We both been to the mountaintop. But Cody, this Monday, Noose, there's only room for one of us. I gotta get mine, Cody, just like you gotta get yours. I know it ain't personal, it's strictly business. On Monday night, please believe me, there's gonna be 4 letters, 1 word.
Still to come tonight, friendships and tag team championships can take a backseat between two men hungry to return to the top of the mountain. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso in the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. World Heavyweight Champion Gunther is here. We heard from his opponent Goldberg Saturday night's main event earlier tonight. Gunther, the champ, joins us live on Netflix. A combo with individual event tickets for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium. JETS gets in East Rutherford, New Jersey on Saturday, August 2nd, Sunday, August 3rd are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Well, this past weekend, we had a meeting across the river, the Hudson River, that is. We were on the West Side Highway in Manhattan, in New York City, for Fanatics Fest, the celebration of sports and athletes at the Javits Center in New York. Of course, we had the SummerSlam kickoff show. I was joined by Peter Rosenberg and a number of WWE superstars to celebrate the first ever 2-night SummerSlam, which comes to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey on August 2nd and August 3rd. Even John Cena apologized to me for the way that he's been treating me as of late. Also, superstars participated in all kinds of fan-centered events and activities, autograph signings,
photo sessions, and many athletes and celebrities, well, they all wanted to be WWE superstars and make their own WWE-type entrance, including James Harden, dressed as Hulk Hogan. It was an incredible event at Fanatics Fest in New York City. We thank all of you who attended. Can't wait till next year.
I've said this to you all before. When it comes to the women's tag team titles, I think you both have a great chance.
Thank you so much, Sheamus. We appreciate that, but you also did an amazing job last week, and don't lose sight of how great you are.
Yeah, I'm sorry it didn't work out.
Don't worry about it. At least I got to put Rusev in his place for a little bit.
Sheamus,
Yeah.
next time.
It's okay. Oh. There you go. You still pretend to be everybody's friend. This place is full of people like you. Smiles to their face, knife to the back. You're trying to roll me up. Because now I'm marched to be in my own drum. That drum is a 10 beats to bear on which I would love to smash against that chest of yours. I do my damage in the ring like a god. And you do yours back here like a snake. God now, are you? So bad. I remember you being the most embarrassing and egotistical member of the League of Nations. That's what I remember. I'm tired of talking, fella. So what's it gonna be? No more BS. It's time to pull up. Or shut up! I'm gonna make you remember this.
Now wait for those two to get in the ring once again. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Monday Night Raw is live on Netflix and presented by Snickers. Noticeably different demeanor as Gunther stalks toward the ring. The World Heavyweight Champion had last week prior to his confrontation with the WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg. We mentioned it before, it is set in stone. July 12th, Saturday night's main event in Goldberg's adopted hometown of Atlanta, Georgia. The Hall of Famer has a chance to dethrone Gunther.
Last week was supposed to be my celebration. Me celebrating, regaining what's rightfully mine, the World Heavyweight Championship. But instead, none other than Bill Goldberg walked down here, looked me straight into the eye, and told me that I am next. So I did a lot of thinking. I thought a lot about what it means to be next. Usually being next means getting speared out of your boots, jackhammer, 1, 2, 3, and wake up looking at the lights. Bill Goldberg is the most destructive man of his generation. But it is not 1999 anymore. It is 2025, and right now, I'm the guy. I'm the best professional wrestler in this company, and the World Heavyweight Championship around my waist proves it.
there's nothing he can say that will change my perception about him. And my perception is that I see a 58-year-old one-trick pony that can't lace my boots. So, Bill, I want to take the moment now and officially apologize to your wife and to your son for everything that I'm going to do to the man that used to be Goldberg. I'm unlike anybody you ever stepped in the ring with. I embarrassed you once, and I said the next main event, I'm going to embarrass you again. Because it's my personal responsibility to make sure that the legacy and the myth of Bill Goldberg forever dies. Wow. Goldberg struck the chord with this man. Goldberg is fired up and as intense as I've ever seen him.
Excuse me, Becky. I know you're getting ready to defend your Intercontinental Championship, but I was hoping that I could get your thoughts on the challenge.
My thoughts. I just witnessed Bailey and Lyra conspiring to work together. Because that's the only way that they know they can get this title. So you know what?
Fair enough. Thank you, Becky. Cole Graves, as I send it back to you, Becky, understandably focused on her upcoming. Actually, you know what? Hold that thought. Hey, Sammy. Sammy, do you have a second? I know this isn't a good time, but I know you're coming off a tough loss to Randy Orton on Friday night, but we all know how much becoming a world champion means to you. So I have to ask on behalf of the WWE Universe, how are you processing this loss?
That's quite a response. What does encompass? Listen, I'm not trying to get under your nerves. Let's just speak candidly here. You really, really, really had me. I believed every single thing you said last week. It was a great speech. I'm good enough to become the world's champion. But what happened? Exactly what I told you would happen. You wrestled the Viper, and he dropped you. Am I right? I mean, honestly, Sammy, when are you going to get it through your thick skull? That all of this, the way you are, the way you want to be, Sammy, you're never going to be world champion. I am done talking to you. I talked to Adam Pierce. Our match is official. TikTok.
Stop.
Got it.
Well, Sammy had enough, but it seemed like that's what Cross wanted. He did. Well, ladies and gentlemen, not quite sure what Becky Lynch was watching earlier on. I don't think Bailey and Lyra were conspiring against her. Lyra was basically winning Bailey, wishing Bailey good luck tonight. Bailey saying you'll get first dibs on the title if I win it. But can you really blame Becky Lynch for being in that headspace? I mean, Becky understands what it means to be a champion in WWE. You are perpetually a target. And Becky has to be feeling the heat because Becky is very familiar with what Bailey is capable of. This woman, prior to the creation of the United States Intercontinental Championship, was the Grand Slam champion in the women's division. Bailey is a history maker, just like Becky Lynch. Well, you know, here's the deal with Bailey, too. Bailey was taken out of WrestleMania by Becky Lynch. She's got revenge on her mind. Intercontinental Championship up for grabs live on Netflix.
great brand new podcast coming your way this week wherever you get your podcast. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens is his guest, and The Undertaker and Michelle Cool, the 1600 podcast with Ron Brazier, and of course Raw Recap tomorrow. James Corrigan joins Sam and Megan on Raw Recap. Meanwhile, back here in Columbus, Ohio, 13,433 on hand at the Nationwide Arena. Becky Lynch set to defend her Intercontinental Championship against Bayley. Long-time rivalry renewed here tonight.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship! Introducing first, the challenger from San Jose, California, Bayley! And her opponent from Dublin, Ireland, she is the Women's Intercontinental Champion, the Becky Lynch!
For the 9th time, these two rivals will go one-on-one. Becky Lynch holding an edge with 5 wins to 3 the last time they went one-on-one back in February of 2023, over 2 years ago, when they met inside a steel cage match. Tonight, it is for the coveted Women's Intercontinental Championship. And an interesting note, Corey, Bayley is actually competing in this matchup, she told me earlier today, in the gear she was planning to wear at WrestleMania. Before that was taken away from her by the attack by Becky Lynch a few days prior.
Now the bell is rung. We are about to find out where Bayley truly exists in this game. Where is Bayley's head? Is she as ready as she says she is, or was WrestleMania the thread that will unravel the great career of Bayley?
This is the first match for Bayley since April 14th, the days prior to WrestleMania.
As the Open Championship for SummerSlam Classic gear, when she was defeated by the Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax. Becky Lynch now comes Bayley away. Very emotional confrontation between these two last week. Great deal of history between both of these women as Bayley begins to tee off on the champion. But the reality of the situation is none of them. They came up through NXT together. Sure, they teamed alongside one another. They were two of the great 4 horsewomen. But the fact is they both evolved in their own separate ways as competitors. These are two totally different women.
And of course, Bayley, a former NXT champion, Becky as well, although Becky would win that title when she had made it to the main roster. Now Bayley, with that sliding elbow to the spine. Bayley again sliding clothesline. Oh, Becky able to roll through. And this counter, looking for the disarmer, and Bayley, who knows her so well, able to counter. Oh, with Barroso perhaps. Familiarity breeds contempt. These two have competed against one another on multiple occasions. They definitely studied one another. They both look to be at the top of their game tonight with the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Now, as you mentioned earlier, they came up together, trained together. One of the original 4 horsewomen.
And I would just say, first of all, hanging Becky up on the second rope. Their mindsets are completely different. Bayley has always done her best to look out for the rest of the roster.
Well,
Think about it. For the majority of her career, she brought Damage Control to WWE. Bayley regularly goes down to the Performance Center to keep an eye on the up-and-comers in NXT. Oh! Elbow on the back of the neck. Becky Lynch realized that sometimes the secret to success is stepping out on your own. Forget the fans. Forget the rest of the roster. Make your money, win your titles.
just turned her back on him with this Myra Valkyria, all about that. Becky, of course, returned Bayley out of WrestleMania with a sneak attack. Becky would team with Lyra. They win the tag titles. The next coming up, then on Raw, they lose the titles, and Becky would turn on Lyra. Bayley again. Armbar and disarmor, and Bailey able to counter. Winless women, winners of the Women's Rumble over the years. Bailey, a Money in the Bank ladder match winner. Bailey lost out to the apron. Right hand connects down to the champion. Bailey making the climb toward the top. Becky on the apron trying to make it back to her feet. It was a smart decision, a veteran move by Bailey, repositioning herself. Maybe not. Becky able to take control and about tearing Bailey's arm out of her socket. Becky's taking over. Critical moment in this matchup in front of over 13,000 at Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio tonight. Bailey the challenger, Becky Lynch the champion. This is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Bailey was in control for much of the matchup until Becky Lynch went after the arm that Becky injured right before WrestleMania, and it's bothered Bailey throughout most of this matchup. Bailey's been able to fight through the pain. Here comes the adrenaline dumping the champion, belly to back suplex. This is what Lynch wanted to avoid. Now that running knee by Bailey, and Bailey starting to climb back into this. Becky was going for frequent covers, looking to put Bailey away, understanding that this rally may come. Oh, what a takedown by Bailey, cover and a kick out at two.
Nice hot move.
With that side slam, not enough to put Becky Lynch away for three. And Bailey starting to feel it now, may have the momentum in this matchup. Becky's in trouble. Notice how cautiously Bailey's moving at this point. Understanding she's potentially got an injured arm. She's not at 100%, but the opportunity is right. Bailey now. Here we go! Bailey to belly. Becky Lynch knows this so well. Turns it around. Bailey able to counter into a snap there. Looking for a disarmer, perhaps. Which is... Oh! What a suplex by Lynch! Brutal belly to back by the champion. Here we go! And that one for the manhandle slam. Bailey. Bailey to belly. To win the title. Top of the line for the win. And a kick out by Lynch. As expected, this matchup has delivered back and forth action. Vicious, desperate belly to back suplex by the champion. But the challenger answers with the Bailey to belly suplex, a maneuver that's brought Bailey so much success throughout her career, but couldn't do the job tonight. Only two women have held the Intercontinental Championship. The inaugural winner, Lyra Valkyria. She held it for a number of months until Becky Lynch took the title from her a few weeks ago. Bailey looking to become the third Intercontinental Champion in the women's division. Another accolade. Incredible career. And Bailey to the corner. Becky Lynch out of harm's way. Bad arm into the turnbuckle for Bailey, but Bailey shoves Becky neck first into the turnbuckle.
Oh.
And now Bailey, sunset flip sent Becky spine first into the buckle. And Bailey with an opportunity. Cover for the championship.
You stop taking my goddamn fucking socks. Fucking asshole.
Frustration becoming obvious on the face of the
Go!
challenger. Bailey beginning to question herself. What else do I have to do? What else can I show Becky Lynch that the man hasn't already seen? Now with Becky in trouble. Bailey going to climb up top. Bailey's comfortable up there. We've seen her do this a number of times in the past.
Touch my sock again, you go right back in that fucking crate.
The extra moment necessary to stabilize herself on the climb may have cost the challenger, Bailey. Both women up in the ladder in the distance. High above the ring. Becky may have the upper hand now. Close to the spine. And Becky taken down with a superplex. And Becky looking for the armbar. Armbar in. The armbar's in on Bailey. Bailey trying to block it. Does a good job of it. Shoulders. And a kick out first. Becky now trying to turn it into the disarmer. And Bailey knows her so well. Able to counter. Shoulders down. Kick out by Lynch. Bailey trying to turn the champion over. Potential for Boston grab. Lynch fighting her way out. There it is. Half grab by Bailey. Remember the bad arm. And that might be the only reason it's a half grab. I think Bailey intended on a full Boston grab, but her right arm still giving her trouble. And that may allow Becky Lynch to make it to the ropes and force a break. Remember, Bailey can only win the title via tap out or revolution. Oh, yeah, quick with a manhandle slam. Bailey able to counter it. Bailey with a backhandle slam to the road. Using
Get the
Becky's
fucking
move,
break.
but Becky
I told you to leave shit alone.
Exactly
Go.
what the situation at hand was.
or was it just
Go.
momentum that
Now.
No, I think Liz
Go.
knew full well she just got nailed with her own maneuver.
Get in there.
And had to get
Now.
the heck out of Dodge ASAP.
Get in there now.
looked like she may have had Becky in position to win this match? And now Bailey sent right over the announce table and into our laps here at ringside. And Becky with an opportunity now.
Oh, no. Liz is...
No, it's just
Well, you mentioned it, called Champion's Advantage. Becky wins this by count out. She retains her title.
what are you doing, Becky? Becky, what are you doing? Becky is burying Bailey, and to Corey's point, a count out means Becky keeps her championship.
A win is a win is a win when you're the champ.
She just buried Bailey under a number of chairs here at ringside. And wait a minute, over Corey's back, Lyra Valkyrie out here now, coming to Bailey's aid.
Oh, look out, Lyra.
And now Becky Lynch gets in the middle of it. Lyra Valkyrie and
Hey, don't touch her. You're gonna...
oh no, Lyra's had it up. Lyra up on the apron.
Look, Becky wants Lyra to hit her.
Of
Becky
course she
knows
does.
it's gonna force a disqualification.
And Bailey threw Lyra out of the way. Got struck by Lynch. And now Becky with a baseball slide takes out Valkyria.
Bailey from behind capitalizes, sent the brain buster into the table.
And now Becky up over the table.
Turnabout is fair play.
We got chaos here at ringside.
Bailey knows
for the
she's gotta
women's
get this.
Intercontinental Championship.
Bailey's got to get this one back in the ring. Bailey won't become champion by countout.
Count of 4 by the official. Becky bounced off the ring post. Bailey's got to get Becky back in the ring.
Bailey let her emotions get the best of her.
Becky driven into the barricade. Bailey gets Becky back in the ring.
Here we go. Bailey making the climb to the top turnbuckle.
And wait a minute, Valkyria now attacking Becky. That's been called to disqualification. Lyra had enough. She was taken out by Becky, and she may have just cost Bailey the title.
There's no made-up about it. Cole Lyra just screwed Becky over. This is ridiculous.
Well, she also screwed Bailey over. And Bailey, I believe, is taking exception to this.
This was my match!
As a result of a disqualification, your winner and still the Women's Intercontinental Champion, the man, Becky Lynch!
Boy, the way that I see it is this. Lyra's been screwed over by Becky Lynch. She didn't want that to happen to Bailey. She came out here to help Bailey at ringside. And she just got caught up in it all. And Becky attacked her, and it may have cost Bailey the championship.
Lyra's insanely jealous of Bailey and her hard work. He decided to take Bailey's moment.
Not surprised with you on that tape. Ladies and gentlemen, still to come tonight, one of these men will take on Randy Orton on Saturday, a night of champions in the King of the Ring finals. It's for the semifinals. Rose do so live tonight. Hey, WrestleMania is headed back to Las Vegas. Experience the non-stop excitement at WrestleMania 42 with On Location, the official fan hospitality partner of WWE. Unrivaled access, unmatched service, and unforgettable experiences. Find your package at onlocation.com/WWE.
Ivy, don't tell those other two, but you've always been my favorite student, all right? Now, you should have won Money in the Bank, and you should have found yourself as Queen of the Ring, but you've had Stephanie Vaquer in your way, all right? Now, next time, do what Gable does when I've got someone in my way. Do what I did to Ray. Do what I did to Otis. Wipe them out completely. regardless of the cost. And we'll finish this lesson later. Now, far be it from me to laugh at someone else's misfortune unless they deserve it. But in this case, Penta, it was my pleasure watching Braun Breaker destroy you earlier tonight. Maybe I'll finish the job.
Shut up.
Maybe I'll rip that stupid mask off your head and show everybody the ridiculous Paris.
Cable trying to cheap shot.
I told you, Tom.
The sacrifice. Penta. Raquel Rodriguez in the ring. She's rekindled a rivalry with Rhea Ripley. Corey started a couple of weeks ago in the Queen of the Ring tournament first round matchup. Just as it seemed as though Rhea had victory in her fingertips, Raquel would arrive and cost Mommy big time. And Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez from the Brawl. Then last week, Rhea got a little bit of payback. Rhea did her best to return the favor and rip victory away from the hands of Raquel Rodriguez. But then an emphatic beatdown would ensue, a thunderous riptide on the outside of the ring. And then the assist before the Empress Impact Asuka would advance with a special thank you to Rhea Ripley.
Rhea, me jodiste, ahora lo vas a ver, pendeja. You're not gonna screw me out of Queen of the Ring and get away with it. So si tú quieres, chiquita, I can drag you out here by that nose ring, or you can make it easy for yourself and get in here and take the beating you deserve, mamona.
They're on their feet for the Eradicator. Be careful what you wish for, Raquel. Rhea talking trash and march into the ring. And here we go. Rhea Raquel. Rhea Ripley taking the fight to Rodriguez. Lefts and rights dropping bombs is the Eradicator. Raquel taking Mommy down for the moment. And Raquel Rodriguez with the clear winner. Having up like Rhea Ripley over the years. Raquel sent right outside the ring. Look at the expression on the face of Rhea Ripley. This is a woman who's never bound. And Raquel driving Rhea into the apron. Now sending Rhea Ripley over into the timekeeper's area. The powerhouse Raquel Rodriguez says Rhea Ripley unfamiliar with the feeling of being overpowered. Well, I know what Raquel has in mind. To the women's right side now. Rhea on the table. Rhea on the announce table. There's Rhea Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley on the table. Takes Raquel down. And now Raquel showing the
Judgment Day. No doubt about it. And tonight, Rhea Ripley, the latest victim. Raquel Rodriguez with a statement. Tonight, Raquel and Roxanne can celebrate like the Florida Panthers. Congratulations to the back-to-back NHL champions who celebrated their win with a beautiful custom Stanley Cup championship. Head over to WWEshop.com. Track yours out. They spent all day dancing up and down A1A with more Stanley's Cup. And who will be celebrating a trip to the King of the Ring finals? Will it be Jey Uso or this man? The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes versus his buddy Jey Uso. Semi-final live on Netflix. In 2 weeks from Friday, we're heading to Music City, USA. We'll be on Broadway, Nashville, Bridgestone Arena, and a very special guest, our friend, longtime friend of the WWE, Shelly Roll, massive musical performer on tour for Post Malone. As we speak, Kelly Roll, special appearance in Nashville, Friday Night SmackDown, 2 weeks from Friday, live on Broadway.
I could do that.
And it's official.
I couldn't have said that any better myself.
I can't wait for that one, and I also can't wait for this one. At Night of Champions, it'll be John Cena, CM Punk, for the undisputed WWE Championship. 15 times they've gone one-on-one in their careers. This has been one of the great rivalries in the history of WWE.
Yin and Yang. Two seemingly opposite forces that in truth complement and interconnect with the other. Two entities in constant flux and transformation, totally interdependent to exist. John Cena and CM Punk. Yin and Yang. John Cena, the clean-cut, untouchable chosen one. If you want some, come get some. A decorated champion, a valiant in-ring competitor, and above all else, a man of the people. And after more than 2 decades in the spotlight, an icon who once set the standard of hustle, loyalty, and respect.
We do it.
CM Punk, the loud, defiant voice of the voiceless,
We doing?
the rebel who was never meant to be king.
What?
I've been the best ever since day one. There's one thing you're better at than I am, John, and that's kissing ass.
What?
Raging
We
against the
doing?
system brought him adulation, but never enough to fill the hole deep within. His desire to sit alone atop the summit would lead to bitterness and resentment, self-destruction and banishment. But time changes everything.
Oh.
Yin becomes yang. Yang becomes yin. In an infinite dance, struggling to find harmony. Contrasting dualities, destined to be found.
Down.
And the battle in which these two have been endlessly engaged finds itself with new motivation.
That title has corrupted you.
30.
I've been the victim of an abusive relationship. It's all you've ever done there for 25 years. Sit on your ass and watch me be great.
Instead of a graceful exit, John Cena detached and disillusioned.
Is vowed to ruin wrestling for everyone. starts a shifting. Light becomes shadow. Shadow now stands in the sun.
You're the best in the world, you're not. I'm the greatest of all time. The truth is, Punk, I'm jealous of you. I am jealous that you have conned these people into believing the myth that you're the best in the world. Remember who gave you the stage for your pipe bomb, pal? We've been done with it since then, huh? Because you changed your values as much as I changed my t-shirts. You're just a loudmouth opportunist who will step on the necks of people who actually work hard and gets you ahead.
The greatest of all time.
Night of Champions. Ball's in your court, hero.
The best in the world.
You can't see me? I see through you.
Yin and yang. Positioned once again upon opposing shores. For a final reckoning.
A final reckoning takes place Saturday, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, but well, we actually get things underway on Friday. We have a kickoff show that gets underway at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. on the West Coast on Peacock. That will be at the Kingdom Arena. Then Saturday, our countdown show kicks off at 11 o'clock on the East Coast, 8 in the morning. You're not going to have breakfast with us on the West Coast. The Night of Champions, 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific time from Riyadh on Saturday. It's the showdown we've all been waiting for. The best in the world against the greatest of all time with the undisputed WWE Championship on the line. CM Punk challenges champion John Cena. And also in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the United States Championship up for grabs. These guys were, well, they're family, but they don't quite like each other anymore. Jacob Fatu, United States Championship on the line against Solo Sikoa. We found out earlier tonight that Karrion Kross has slithered under the skin of Sami Zayn to a degree that Sami has had about enough. Zayn, Kross, first United Champ. It's the king, it's the queen, I should say, of the ring finals matchup. The winner to get a shot at a championship SummerSlam. Asuka versus Jade Cargill, queen of the ring. And the king of the ring finals will be decided. We know the Viper Randy Orton has already qualified. Who will oppose Orton? Will it be the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes or Jey Uso? We will have our answer in a matter of moments. Jey pumped up and fired up for main event Jey Uso. They're about to yeet in Columbus. Jey knows what's at stake, Corey. The quickest way to get back in the hunt for the World Heavyweight Championship is to win King of the Ring. You get the champ at SummerSlam. I brought up with Jey earlier this afternoon, and he told me that in spite of losing his title back to Gunther, Jey feels a new sense of freedom. He says he knows exactly what it takes to make it to the top of the mountain, and he thinks the next time is going to be even better than the first. What a scene in front of 13,000 in Nationwide Arena. Want to remind everyone, Raw Recap comes your way along with Sam and Megan, special guest Jade Cargill. Get better at that each and every week. And Kimmy McCart. Main event, Jey Uso. Massive opportunity tonight as he heads into the ring with a man who has been a rival, a man who's been a friend. They've been tag team champions together. Jey and Cody one-on-one.
We can bet on one thing, the tag team championship reign, all of the moments they've spent together traveling up and down the road, that all has to live in the past tonight. You find your friends in this business the hardest. Winner picks up the beer can at the end of the night.
And here's the brackets for the King of the Ring tournament. Of course, Randy Orton knocked off Sami Zayn this past Friday on SmackDown to advance to the titles for a second straight year. He'll take on either Cody Rhodes or Jey Uso on Saturday.
That's some history. Orton and Uso, Orton and Rose, there's no shortage there. Showdown
You gotta hang on in there.
Yeah, quite the rivalry here tonight as well. Remember, Jey and Cody started things off not on the right foot. Remember, Jey
It's hot out there?
It's hot for Cody Rhodes not finishing the story the first time around.
Let's not gloss over that. Oh, I know it's been a while, but Jey Uso was the reason on more than one occasion that Cody was unable to get the job done.
Yeah, but then they put, of course, when Jey Uso saw the light, left Roman Reigns, he was brought to Monday Night Raw by Cody Rhodes. They became friends and partners. Once won the tag team titles together. In fact, they've been teammates 13 times in their career.
Stay.
Columbus wants to run it back.
A little bit.
Stay seated. For a lot of those, you got 2 rounds in you.
There's no way. That's what going to call the main event. Quite the love affair that has developed between the WWE fans and Jey Uso over the past year.
Oh. No.
You know, we talked about the need of Jey Uso to win King of the Ring and get back to an opportunity to exercise his demons with Gunther at SummerSlam. The same goes for Cody Rhodes. Cody wants to win King of the Ring to get to SummerSlam to perhaps take on John Cena or CM Punk.
Either way, a main event more than worthy of the biggest party of the summer. But right now, Cody's focus has to be singular. He has to be focused on Jey Uso and Jey Uso alone.
I asked Jey Uso at the SummerSlam kickoff event at Fanatics Fest this past Saturday who he'd rather face, Gunther or Goldberg, for the world title at SummerSlam. He said, I just want an opportunity, but I want another crack at Gunther. here in the States next week. Live from Steel City. They've been on opposite teams. They've been on the same teams over the years. But for the first time ever, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso go one-on-one tonight. And so much at stake. The winner to face Randy Orton on Saturday. Tremendous history between both of these men and the WWE's Apex Predator. But their legacy. Cody Rhodes is learning under the wing of Randy Orton a number of years ago.
Randy lost his career courtesy of the bloodline, and Jey Uso such a pivotal part of.
Indeed. Main event, big fight feel here tonight. An opportunity to get to the finals of King of the Ring. Horsemanship and we're underway. And think about what King of the Ring has meant to many careers over the years. Corey, a dozen Hall of Famers have won the King of the Ring tournament. 10 world champions have been King of the Ring.
I just really enjoyed the evolution of the tournament itself. Once upon a time, it was a one-night event. It was all about your endurance. But now it is the best of the best in each and every round. And now the microwave cutter.
And he kicked out Randy Orton. Lots been said about these two, but what about Randy Orton? Corey, who knocked off Sami Zayn on Friday. Randy with a still in the show as well. He was knocked off in the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. Very controversial match last year against Gunther, who would go on to win a world championship at SummerSlam. Orton wants another opportunity to be King of the Ring.
And beyond that, potentially world champion again. You're absolutely right. Randy has the opportunity to right last year's wrong and earn himself an opportunity at gold.
Yeah, we
What his game's all about. And Randy Orton certainly no stranger.
If Orton wins, it would be the undisputed WWE Championship he'd be going after at SummerSlam, either Punk or Cena. As they meet at Night of Champions Saturday. So when you're two friends going at each other with so much at stake, what do you have to do? Get all that out of your mind?
You have to forget all about it. When you're in the ring, you're maybe a little bit more relaxed, but at the same time, I find that you used to hit your friends a little harder. You used to really go out there. It's almost fun to be in a fight with your friend. I don't know what to do, but you always push yourself a little further. You always push your opponent a little bit further, and then afterwards, you go out, you
Go lay down.
and you let bygones be bygones because it's about competition. In this particular
Go lay down now.
Both delivering a couple of beautiful arm drags. The stalemate in the early going.
it's almost refreshing when you can put something of a bit of trust in your opponent. You're not worried about them taking a cheap shot. You're not worried about them taking a shortcut. It's competition in its purest form. That's fully what I expect to see here.
Side headlock by Cody Rhodes, trying to control this matchup. Raucous crowd here tonight in Columbus, Ohio.
Both teams displaying respect on the opening bell. Nobody gets too fancy. Classic
That strategy to Cody looking for the crossroads. And able to counter is Jey Uso. Came with the super kick, and Cody moves out of harm's way. Terrible situation for Jey Uso here. Cody Rhodes has the figure four locked in.
Think about all the damage being done as we speak to the leg of Jey Uso. Jey, who relies heavily on his super kicks. On the Usos flash from the top turnbuckle. You take away Jey's legs, you're going to take away a lot of his game.
He gets to the rope, forces a break. Great strategy by Cody Rhodes here. One out of the playbook of his dad's great rivals. Oh, Jey caught him.
I think
Caught him in the shoulder, right?
Shoulder or elbow, perhaps. Cody trying to protect himself, but body shot got the American Nightmare and an uppercut from Jey.
Yeah, Jey made no momentum to duck down and out. Big right hand by Cody. Big homage to his brother there, and there's the Samoa drop by Jey Uso. Cover, hook of the leg. Is it enough? And a kick out by Rhodes. Winner faces Randy Orton Saturday. A lot of history, as we mentioned earlier, between these two men and Randy Orton. The Viper has not forgotten the controversial manner in which he lost last year at King of the Ring to Gunther.
despite all the history of what we have from both of these men, I fully expect it to be a very different style of matchup come Night of Champions when the King of the Ring crown is on the line.
Todd backing it up into the corner. Paying homage this time to the late great Umaga.
Michael will stop at nothing to obtain what he wants, but Uso from the top.
Uso splash knees up by Rhodes. Cody Rhodes got the knees up, and now looking for the Kimura lock. Looking for the Kimura lock.
It is in deep.
He tapped out Lesnar out with this move, and Cody looking to do it to Jey Uso tonight in advance.
And once again, perfect position for the American Nightmare. Slides in the ring. Jey Uso is in a world of trouble.
Jey with nowhere to go. Cody's got him wrapped up good with a Kimura. Jey trying to make it back to a vertical break. Base here. It sends Cody to the ropes. Now Jey for the sleeper. The sleeper, which tapped out Gunther at WrestleMania to win the world title. And now Jey Uso trying to put Cody away.
Rhodes flailing wildly, trying to create some space, some separation from Jey Uso, who's trying to sink in the sleeper tighter and tighter.
Cody could be fading here. Our official senior referee, Chad Patton, right there as Cody collapses to a knee. Jey Uso with the sleeper locked in good.
Notice Jey putting his full body weight across the back of Cody Rhodes, almost a body lock applied, making Cody support all of Jey's weight.
And Cody now got to power Jey up if he can, but Cody may be failing. Jey Uso may be closing in on the finals of the King of the Ring.
Go lay down.
Jey continuing to squeeze with everything in his being, knowing he only may be a few seconds away from the King of the Ring finals.
Cody trying to fight back into this. Jey Uso's got the sleeper locked in good. Does Cody have anything left? Trying to make it back to both feet. He does at least momentarily. Jey with his full body weight on the back of Cody. Cody may have only one chance, and that's to make it to the ropes, I believe. Jey's got it in good. Cody makes it to the ropes and dumps Jey to the floor, which buys Rhodes some time. First the Kimura, then the sleeper. And both men survive, at least for now.
This turn of events for Cody Rhodes, who scrambled for the ropes and in the process dumped Jey all the way out to the floor. Cody now afforded several seconds to attempt to regain his breath, regain his bearings, and get back into this fight.
Cody back to his feet. Here comes Rhodes. Rhodes went for the suicide dive, and Jey caught him with the right hand. And things are starting to get nasty now.
It's nothing personal, it's just business. But the King of the Ring crown is worth that much to every superstar who seeks it.
Now Jey tried to use Uso splash earlier, blocked by Rhodes. Rhodes beats him with a punch this time.
Go lay down.
Indeed it is, as the slugfest continues on the top rope.
And from between the arms of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes down. Jey still perched on the ropes, but look at Cody!
Cody scaling to the top rope. Great athleticism by Rhodes, and now a superplex.
How much did it take out of Cody?
Cody rolled to the apron. Jey Uso rolled toward the bottom rope. Who's going to face Orton in the finals of the King of the Ring? Watch this impact. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, semifinals, King of the Ring tournament. Winner goes to Night of Champions Saturday to face Randy Orton in the
Good
finals.
boy.
This is about as even a match as you can get.
Cody had the high ground for just a moment, but Jey made it back to a vertical base.
Cody now. And Rhodes with foot to the bionic elbow, and Jey Uso turns it into a right of his own. Cody blocks. And Rhodes knocks down Jey Uso, beat him with a punch. Cody now up and over. He'll drop down. Jey Uso hung on. Now Jey with a power slam.
Dare I say, a very Randy Orton-esque power slam.
Sending a message to the Apex Predator, perhaps. And now Jey stalking his opponent. Oh, and no way. Rhodes. Cody's To advance to the finals, Jay kicks out.
Take another look at this flying blind in reverse. Cody delivers the Cody cutter face first center of the ring, but somehow Jay musters the will to continue. WWE fans showing their respect in this tremendous semifinals matchup. Longtime rivals, now the best of friends, going at it to advance to the King of the Ring tournament finals. Cody looking for the disaster kick, and Jey Uso
Spear by Uso. Cover. And Rhodes kicks it too.
and Jey Uso realized that was his chance. Cody was looking for the disaster kick. Jey slammed the head. Thunderous spear takes down the American Nightmare, but Cody Rhodes fights on.
And the 13,433 here tonight at the Nationwide Arena in Ohio's capital city of Columbus, enjoying our main event tonight. Rhodes and Uso putting it all on the line for an opportunity to battle Randy Orton at Night of Champions on Saturday. Critical moment in this match.
Like Jey Uso is trying to psych himself up. These two have taken so much out of one another.
Jey now in for another spear. Ran into a kick by Rhodes. Cody gonna go up top. Super Cody cutter for the win. Cover for the leg. And Jey somehow kicked out again. The super cutter from the top rope. How the hell did Jey kick out?
Now it's Cody Rhodes trying to psych himself up, understanding he just connected with the heavy lumber. And Jey Uso stayed in this battle.
And somehow Jey's still alive. Cody survived the spear. Jey survived the super cutter. Now Cody firing up and measuring his man.
Cody just said, "I'm sorry, Jey." This ends now.
Look at the crossroads. Countered by Jey. Crossroads on his own. Cover on Cody. Jey Uso. Oh, and I thought it was going to be Uso and Orton, and Cody Rhodes stayed alive.
You, me, and 14,000 plus, Cole. Everybody in this arena was on their feet. But nobody's as shocked as that man, Jey Uso.
And Jey's got to be saying, what the hell do I have to do? Counter the crossroads into a crossroads of his own.
Right on the money, hook of the leg. And Cody kicks out.
The emotion both of these men stir within the WWE fans is incredible. Jey kick to the face of Cody. Cody's down. Jey telling Cody to get up, get up. And another kick.
This is just insurance. Jey Uso just wants to make damn sure.
That's gonna do it. Jey Uso with a spear to Cody Rhodes, and Jey says that's it. Cody doesn't appear to have anything left. And Jey gonna position him for the finishing move, the Uso splash. Cody Rhodes now back to his feet, up to the top rope.
Struggling on the turnbuckle.
Oh my goodness! Cody Rhodes from the top.
That's the third massive cutter sustained by Jey Uso.
Look, Randy Orton was looking. And now, Cody Rhodes, crossroads, cover. Cody Rhodes is in the finals of the King of the Ring.
Here is your winner, the
Whoa!